Hi, it's Mary from Singing Strong, and this video is to help you to prepare for your AMEB singing sight reading component of your AMEB Grade 2 singing exam. Some things you need to consider in the Grade 2 sight reading. You have to consider what key it's in, and all of the examples are in major keys. There's no minor key in Grade 2. The keys that you have are C major, G major, D major, and B flat major. So you've got 4 different keys that you need to know. There are 3 time signatures that you need to know for your Grade 2 sight reading exam in singing. They are 2/4, so that's 2 quarter notes in a bar, or 2 crotchets in a bar, or 2 tars in a bar. They all mean the same thing. It's just a different way of saying it. And that feels like marching. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And that's duple time. Then we have 3/4, which is 3 quarter notes in a bar, or 3 crotchets in a bar, or 3 tars in a bar. They all mean the same thing. And that feels like a dance or a waltz, and that's triple time. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we have 4/4, which is common time. It's mainly used, well, it's used a lot in pop singing, but it's a common time signature. You might see a C sometimes written at a start of a piece of music, and that's common time, which is 4/4. That's 4 quarter notes in a bar, or 4 crotchets in a bar, or 4 tars in a bar. They all mean the same thing. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. You need to scan the rhythm silently. The rhythm is as important as the melody. And if you can get the rhythm part right, that's half of the mark towards your sight reading. On which beat of the bar does the music start in? And in Grade 2, it all starts on the first beat of the bar. Are there any unusual rhythmic patterns? So have a look. Are there scales? Are there arpeggios? Or is it syncopated? Which note does the scale start on? So most of them start on what we call the tonic, or the home note, or the starting note of the scale. But sometimes it might start on the third, which is if you have do, re, mi, it might be the mi, or it could be a fifth. This is where we need to start understanding intervals. So it could be from the do to the so depending on what note that you're starting on, and we'll have a look at those in the examples. And then, is it part of the tonic or the dominant chord? That's what I just talked about. So you've got the tonic is the first note, the dominant is the fifth, and there's in the middle you've got the third. Can you see scale forms and arpeggios? I've talked about that already. And are there any unusual intervals? Usually you probably have thirds and fifths. You'd have arpeggios. You'll definitely have arpeggios, and you'll definitely have ascending and descending scales. Now, singing musically, what are the dynamics? Now, you only have MF. I've got MP there, but you don't have MP. You don't have mezzo piano. It's all mezzo forte, all moderately loud. What is the tempo? They are all moderato. So they're all a moderate tempo, all a moderate speed, not too fast, not too slow. And most of the phrasing is in 2 phrases. So you sing the first phrase, there'll be a slur, which is that shaped line, and usually there'll be a rest, and then you do the second phrase, and that's where you take the breath. And then you have to decide what vowel you're going to sing the example on. I prefer R, but that's just my preference. If you want to sing E or oo, you can, but I just think R is just the easiest one to use. Here's our first example. So let's have a look. We've got moderato, that's the tempo, so just a moderate speed. And then underneath you've got MF, which is mezzo forte, which means moderately loud. Now, I don't need to explain those again for any of the other examples because it's all the same. So I'm not going to talk about the tempo or the dynamics again. They're all the same. We are in what key? We have an F sharp and a C sharp at the start of the example. And if you have a look, the example starts on a high D and then ends on a low D. If it starts and finishes on D, it's usually an indication that's in D major. So we have D, so we start on D. There's our F sharp. C sharp, and D. And that's the note we're starting on. Now, I'll give you the descending scale. And if you have a look there, the first bar is a descending scale. Oh, that's a good clue. All right. Let's have a look at the rhythm. We're in 3/4, so there's 3 crotchets or 3 quarter notes or 3 tars in a bar. So it's 1, 2, 3. Ta, 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 rest. Ta, 2, ta, 3. Now, if you have a 3 or a 4 at the end on that last bar, try and make sure you sing through the note. Don't be tempted to just come off. So that's an important part of the rhythm. Let's clap it. 1, 2, 3. Ta, 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 ta. Ta, 2, ta, 3. And this is the starting note. And I gave you a clue before when we did the descending scale. The first bar is that descending scale. I want you to try and sing it. Pause the video, have a go, and then start it again and we'll go through it. Pause the video. This is what it sounds like on the piano. 1, 2, 3. Rest. So that's a big leap down there. If we sing it, I'm going to sing them on R because that's my preferred vowel. So it's 1, 2, 3, R, rest, R. Number 2, we're in 2/4. So we've got 2 crotchet beats in a bar. You can see that on the first bar, or 2 quarter notes, or 2 tars, however you want to describe it. We start on D and end on D, and we have an F sharp and a C sharp at the start. So that's a good clue that it's in D major. And you can see at the start, we are skipping notes. So that's actually an arpeggio. So we have an arpeggio up in the first phrase, then we take a breath, and then we actually have a scale in the second phrase. That might help a bit. Let's have a look at the rhythm. 1, 2. Ta, ta, ta. Ta, ta, 2. Let's clap it. Ta, ta, ta. Ta, ta, 2. This is the starting note. And here's that chord at the start. Oh, I've given you a clue. Have a go at singing it. Pause the video and then turn it on. We'll go through it. This is what it sounds like on the piano. 1, 2. Rest. And if you sing it, it goes 1, 2, ah, ah. Number 3, we have 4/4, so 4 crotchet beats in a bar, or 4 quarter notes in a bar, or 4 tars. And we have an F sharp at the start. Now we start on D, but we finish on G. And usually the end note would be the tonic. So this is actually in G major. There's the F sharp. And we're starting on the so. So if you think of, that's your chord, and that's the 5th. And I've given you a clue there. You can see that the first bar is an arpeggio, a descending arpeggio. So I've gone up. Oh, there we go. All right, let's have a look at the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, ta, ta, 2, rest. Ta, 2, 2, 2, rest. Let's clap it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, ta, ta, 2, rest. Ta, 2, 2, 2, rest, rest. This is your starting note. Pause the video, see if you can sing it. And this is how it sounds on the piano. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest. Off. So if we sing it, 1, 2, 3, go. Off. Number 4, we're in 3/4 now. So that's our time signature. And we have a B flat at the start. We're starting on F and we're finishing on F. So it's a pretty good indication that's in F major. There's the B flat. Okay, and you can see we've got that chord part at the beginning as well, but we skip from the tonic. We go up the third back, and then we skip to the fifth, and then we have a little descending phrase at the end. So let's have a look at the rhythm. So it's 1, 2, 3. Ta, 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 rest. Ta, 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 2, rest. Let's clap it. 1, 2, 3. Ta, 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 rest. Ta, 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 2, rest. Have a go at singing it. Here's the starting note. I'll give you the arpeggio at the start. See if you can work it out. Pause the video. And this is what it sounds like on the piano. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 2, off. Let's sing it. 1, 2, 3. Ah, ah. Number 5. We're in 3/4 the time signature again, and this time we have a B flat and an E flat. It starts on B, but it's actually a B flat because the flat at the start is telling us that, and it ends on B flat. So it's a pretty good indication that it's in B flat major. And in this one, we go up. Let's have a look at the rhythm. So 1, 2, 3. Ta, 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 rest. Ta, 2, ta, 2. And remember, we've got the slurs. So there's 2 phrases. So at the rest in the middle of the second bar, take a breath. Let's clap it. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. This is the starting note. Pause the video, see if you can work it out. And this is what it sounds like on the piano. 1, 2, 3. And if we sing it, that's the starting note. 1, 2, 3. Ah, ah. Number 6. We're in the same key. We're in B flat. And it starts and finishes on B flat, which is handy dandy. And then we're dropping down. So we're going down to the so. Let's have a look at the rhythm. We're in 4/4. 4 crotchets, 4 tars, 4 quarter notes. And this is the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 2. Rest. Ta, 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 3. Rest. And let's clap it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 2, 2. Rest. Ta, 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 3. Rest. So you make sure you hold for the 3 beats at the end. Here's the starting note. See if you can work it out. Pause the video and then we'll come back and have a look at it. This is what it sounds like on the piano. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, off. So we've got a nice little scale at the end there, ascending and descending. So if we're going to sing it, it's 1, 2, ready, go. Ah, ah, off. Number 7, we are in 3/4 time signature, and we have an F sharp. Now, the first note is a B, but the end note is G. That's the tonic. We're in G major. And we're starting, that's the tonic, the do, and we're starting on the 3rd. So if you think of the chord, you're in that 3rd. So we're actually starting on a 3rd up. So the examiner, they're going to give you that note, but it's actually, that's the tonic. So that's the note you'll get. Let's have a look at the rhythm. 1, 2, 3. Ta, 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 ta. Rest. Ta, ta, 2, 2. Off. Let's clap it. 1, 2, 3. Ta, 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 ta. Rest. ta, ta, two, rest. Let's have a go at singing it. Here's your starting note. Remember, it's the me, not the tonic. Have a go, pause the video. This is what it sounds like on the piano. 1, 2, 3. So this piece only has mi, re, and do in it. Do, re, mi, re, do. That's all it's got. It's got those 3 notes. So let's sing it. 1, 2, 3. Ah, ah. Number 8, we're in 3/4. We have a B flat, so that makes us F major, but we're starting on the A. So we're starting on the mi, the 3rd. There's the tonic. We're starting on this note. Okay, so we've got a little scale going up, and then from the tonic we go down and then back up again. Let's look at the rhythm. 1, 2, 3. 2, ta, 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 2, rest. Let's clap it. 1, 2, 3. 2, ta, ta, rest. Ta, 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 2, rest. Here's the starting note. Remember, we're in the key of F, but we're starting on the 3rd, on the mi. So we're starting on A. Pause the video, have a go at singing it. This is what it sounds like. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, off. It's a little trickier. So let's have a go at singing it on R. 1, 2, 3. Ah, ah. Number 9. We're in 3/4 again. Same time signature as previously. This time we have an F sharp and a C sharp at the start. We start on the D, the high D, and we finish on the low D. So that's the whole octave. And that means we're in D major. There's the arpeggio. There's the scale. Let's have a look at the rhythm. 1, 2, 3. Ta, 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 rest. Ta, 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 2, rest. Let's clap it. 1, 2, 3. Ta, 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 rest. Ta, 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 2, rest. This is your starting note, which is the tonic, and then we're skipping down and then back up again. So see if you can work it out. Pause the video and then put it back on again. We'll go through it. This is what it sounds like on the piano. 1, 2, 3. Rest. And there's that 5th at the end there. This is what it sounds like if we sing it. 1, 2, 3. Ah, ah. Number 10, we're in 3/4, and we have no sharps or flats at the start. It starts on G, but it ends on C. So it's C major. We're in C major. And the G is actually the 5th. But we're up higher. So we're starting here, but this is the tonic. So we've got a little leap there at the start. Let's look at the rhythm. 1, 2, 3. 3, ta, 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 2, 2, rest. Now there's no rest in the middle in that second bar, but you do take a breath. We have 2 phrases there. Let's clap the rhythm. 1, 2, 3. 3, ta, 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 2, 2, rest. Here's the starting note, and that's the tonic. Have a go at singing it. Pause the video. Okay, let's have a look at it on the piano. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And now let's sing it. 1, 2, 3. Ah. Number 11. We're in 4/4. We're starting on D, it's the low D, and we're finishing on the high D. And we have a C sharp and a F sharp at the start, so that's telling us it's in D major. So we're starting on the low note and we're finishing on the high one. And you can see we've got a few little skips. We've got some arpeggios at the start, and then we have a scale at the end. So let's have a look at the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, ta, 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 ta. 2, 2, ta, ta, ta. Rest. Let's clap it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, ta, 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 ta. Rest. 2, 2, ta, ta, ta. Rest. Here's the starting note, and here's the end note, the tonic, up there. See if you can work it out. Pause the video. This is what it sounds like on the piano. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Rest. So you can hear that scale at the end. Let's sing it through on R. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's only one beat at the end. We've had all these 2s and 3s at the end. We only keep that short at the end there. And number 12, we've got B flat at the start, and we're starting on F and we're finishing on F, so it's in F major. Let's have a look at the rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, ta, 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 ta. Rest. Ta, 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 ta. Rest. Let's clap it. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, ta, 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 ta. Rest. Ta, 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 ta. Rest. And now let's have a go at singing it. You can see that it's mainly ascending and descending scales. There's a bit of an arpeggio in the third bar, and descending scale at the end. Pause the video, see if you can work it out. This is what it sounds like on the piano. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I'll sing it for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. All the very best with your exam. I hope this is helpful in preparing you for the sight reading component. Bye.